Hello, everyone. Hello, hi. No mai haramai, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. It gives me great pride to stand here in front of you today speaking my mother tongue, which is Māori. And what I said to you in Māori, I said, welcome, welcome, and greetings and hello to each and every one of you. So, kia ora everyone, kia ora. What I'd also like to say, I'd also like to give you a really big thanks. And this is a very sincere thanks because this close to lunchtime, I'm feeling pretty fortunate right now that you guys are all kind of still sitting here and I haven't lost a few of you to a random Caesar salad in the lunchroom. So thank you for all staying around because that now gives me the opportunity to share with you a little idea I have. And that idea, let's pull up a slide. Whoops, wrong one. There you go. How peanut butter can change the world. Now, my name is indeed Bridget Davis. I am a professional chef. I am also a very passionate foodie. I mean, I love food. I mean, I love peanut butter, but I love food. I'm somewhat of an online personality in a small sort of a way. And I'm also a very, very firm believer that something as simple as peanut butter can change and shape the world that we live in. So in order for me to develop that concept just a little bit further with you here today, I'd like to share with you a little story, and that's a little story of me, and how the power of peanut butter can actually change and shape your world. So let's get going. All right, and the number 14. Now, this was the age I was, 14 years old when I got my first real job working in a restaurant, learning about food, learning about service. You know, I'm 14 years old. The year is 1989. We all remember the 80s. And I had my first real job working in a restaurant. And you know what? For someone who's always wanted to be a chef since literally this high, I've always wanted to be a chef, I was in foodie heaven. So about 6 months after starting this job, I subsequently dropped out of school. So with absolutely no formal qualifications whatsoever, I began a pretty amazing journey. Fast forward to the year 2012, so basically till yesterday. Fast forward to yesterday, and that number that you see behind me, 54,560, is the amount of hours that I have personally spent cooking and working in commercial kitchens. I mean, that figure, it astounds me just to think about it. And that figure is actually to date. Because exactly, I haven't got a watch on, but I'm pretty sure at exactly this time yesterday, I stood in the kitchens of one of my Sydney establishments that I own. And I stood behind the grill, and I'm cooking steaks for my customers. So even to this, I mean, obviously, I wasn't wearing this outfit. The shoes, maybe not. But I'm still doing exactly what I love. Every single day, I'm doing what I love. All right, next slide. There we go. Now, number 3, that's the amount of children that I have been privileged enough to be the mother of, as well as working all these crazy, insane hours. I also have 3 healthy, beautiful, gorgeous, fantastic, spontaneous kids that I'm mum to. And these children have been with me every single step of the way, every single step of the way. Now, in 2008, the year 2008, decided to find out whether the grass really is greener on the other side of the fence. So I jumped on a plane from Auckland to Sydney. If you hadn't worked it out, I'm actually from New Zealand. I know, it's the shoes, right? Dead giveaway, absolutely. I am a Kiwi, so I came over to Sydney and started working for a chef called, a celebrity chef called Bill Granger as his head chef in one of his Sydney establishments, Bill's. I used to call it Bulls because of my Kiwi accent, but it was actually Bill's. And I was working for Bill about a year that we had been living in Sydney, so the year is now 2009, and this is a real game-changer year for us. So in 2009, thanks to this guy, some of you in the audience will know who he is. He's the infamous mint and strawberry ice cream cone, also known on Twitter as Iconic88. Thanks to my gorgeous partner, Mr. Iconic88, he introduced me to a little platform, and that little platform is Twitter. So on February the 5th, 2009, Bridget_Cooks was born on Twitter. Now, within 6 months of starting my little Twitter life, 6 months, I was featured in the Huffington Post as one of the top 10 chefs on Twitter to follow in the world. Now, that's not bad, considering 6 months prior to that, I barely had an email account. I mean, I'm a chef after all, you know? And suddenly, I'm being featured on the Huffington Post as one of the top 10 chefs. I was also featured in the Sydney Morning Herald as a twittering chef, which I thought was kind of cool, you know? Things are kind of happening. And as well, about the same time that we had all this stuff happening with the Huffington Post, we also started our website, which is called The Internet Chef. So 1,229 days ago, to be precise, we started this wonderful blog, The Internet Chef. And The Internet Chef, we share facts, we share recipes, we make food videos, which we like to call foodios, which I think is kind of cool as well. And we do all these pretty cool stuff, but we basically collate and we source beautiful things from all over the internet, and we share it there on the blog, The Internet Chef. Some of the things that we like to share are pretty cool little foodie facts. So here's one for you. 800, now that's the amount of millions, so $800 million every single year that peanut butter, we're back on the peanut butter thing again, peanut butter generates in the American economy. So peanut butter is worth $800 million a year. You know what? Think big as well. I mean, we're talking about peanut butter here. Another good fact for you, 1,500. Now, that is the amount of peanut butter and jam sandwiches that the average child will consume before they finish high school. Now, I'm not sure if that includes crusts, but that's an astounding amount of peanut butter and jam sandwiches. So these are the types of things we like to share, these really fun foodie facts. So on July the 17th, just passed, I'm just going back just over a month ago, we're on the internet sharing and collating beautiful things like we do for the Internet Chef, and we come across this. Now this incredible picture is of a Reese's peanut butter cup. You can see them on the top there. Yeah, peanut butter cup wedding cake. So this is actually a wedding cake. I mean, I want to go to that wedding, seriously, just to have that cake. So we find this amazing picture, and being the sharers that we are, with social media, we decide to share it amongst our networks. So we share it on Facebook, we share it on Twitter, we share it on Google+, we share it on Pinterest, and of course, we share it on the Internet Chef blog. We go to bed, think nothing too much of it, just another day in the office, and I'm awoken very, very early in the morning by my phone beeping insanely at me. It seems that my email notifications, which I've connected to my phone, were going slightly berserk. I go downstairs, I check my emails, and basically people have come along, they've seen this gorgeous picture on the Internet Chef, and they've commented on this post. And we've got hundreds of comments. And you know what? The overall sentiment is of anger. People are really pissed off. People are not happy with us. So I'm looking, I'm going, oh my gosh, you know what? The reason why they're not happy with us? I've gone out and I've shared this glorious picture, but I haven't given them a recipe. I had to agree. People are angry, People are like, you suck. And I'm like, okay, fair enough, I do. So people are angry with me. So I think about it, and I was like, you know what? That picture deserves a recipe. I don't have one, but that picture absolutely deserves a recipe. So you know what we do? The first thing we do is we take responsibility. We stand up and we go and we speak to every single person online who had left a comment, whether it be good, bad, or otherwise, and we go back to that person and we say, sorry. I'm sorry I have not shared that recipe with you. And believe me, people, there was some really negative stuff going on there. I was feeling like I wasn't quite complete for a while there. It was some real negativity. So we went and we talked to every single person, even if it was a good comment, even if it was a bad comment, and we apologized. So we took responsibility. Next thing we did is we collaborated with our audience and we crowdsourced a solution, because I actually did not have a recipe. All I had was this beautiful picture. So we asked our audience to come to the rescue, and what they did, and what really surprised us was the amount of people that came along and shared amazing recipe links with us. So we got a bit of buzz happening over this gorgeous little picture. By the end of the day, our website traffic had increased by a whopping 3,000% by the end of the day. Mind-blowing. On Facebook, by the end of the day, we had over 2,300 likes on Facebook. Remember, all I shared was a picture. All I shared was a picture. But I think what was the most astounding stats of them all is what was happening over on Google+. If you're not on Google+, you absolutely should be. This is where the future of social and connecting is going. Get onto Google+. So over on Google+, what's happening over there is not long after we'd posted that beautiful, now infamous picture of that peanut butter wedding cake, and we noticed a bit of a tidal surge of followers, of people joining up and connecting with the Internet Chef on Google+. So even to this day right now, this happened quite a few days ago, but even to this day right now, our Google+ Internet Chef fan page is increasing by approximately 10,000 new followers every single day, which is pretty mind-blowing when you think about it. Is this the peanut butter effect? Is this the power of peanut butter? Now, to sort of highlight the key learnings that we took from the our peanut butter experience. Now, right at the top there, at 12 o'clock, you can see values. Now, your values are going to determine the way that you respond. If you value honesty and integrity, you're going to take responsibility for what has just happened. Next is response. You need to respond quickly, you need to respond in real time, and you need to be absolutely sincere about it. And if necessary, you need to apologize. This is really important. Transparency as well is a great one. You need to be transparent about what message it is that you are sending out there into the world. Because you know what? If you mess up, and this is a classic kitchen line for you, if you mess up, fess up, basically. You know, you will get caught in the end, so you might as well fess up to it. Now, collaboration right down there at 6 o'clock. Now, collaboration is about crowdsourcing, because you'll be so surprised at how many people come to your rescue. You'll be so surprised at how many people respond to the call when you ask for help. You then need to showcase these people, which is really important. Make sure that you make a point of thanking and being grateful for every single person that has turned around and come to your rescue. So the peanut butter effect has basically reminded us that no matter if you are a small, if you are a medium, or if you're a large business, or even if you're that one single person, that one person who's working online, it reminds us that we need to be responsible. And it reminds us that the most important thing we can do is to be transparent with our audience. So I'd like to lay this challenge in front of you, lay this little challenge for you. And that little challenge is that no matter who connects with you, you need to make a point of going to them and connecting back with them, because everybody wants to feel important. Everyone wants to get recognition. So make sure that you go and you respond to every single person. And does that work? You bet your ass it works. I mean, 37 days later, after we have posted that now infamous picture, our little website is still experiencing over double the amount of traffic than before we posted that picture. Double the amount of traffic. In fact, all our social media identities are experiencing significant increases right across our entire online presentation. So it absolutely does work. And how much do you think this cost? That's right. You think about all the marketing and all the possible PR that was involved in this, but it actually cost us a big fat zero. This cost us no money, apart from a little bit of time that we invested in it. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the new media with zero boundaries. Help spread the word, peanut butter, and help spread the love. I'm Bridget Davis, the Internet Chef. Thank you and kia ora tātou.